What's up, traders? Welcome to live streaming from Forex Trading Wizard Academy. This is Forex Wizard Trading Coach. I will be doing a live trading session, live analysis, live discussion about all aspect of trading. So as a second day of trading week, we see that there is a very good momentum in the market. We'll be looking at one by one. Before I begin this session, make sure you give a big thumbs up and also subscribe to the channel if you haven't done yet. As you have seen, we do quite a few live trades as well. So I'll begin today's journey with gold, and then we'll jump onto all the instrument giving us trading opportunity along the way. Now, looking at gold from daily perspective, we have seen that after yesterday's rejection on gold had a bounce to the upside. Now, if you have seen my previous analysis from weekly forex forecast, what we have seen that gold, after testing this support, had a bounce. Now this is what exactly expected in my weekly forex forecast, and in all my analysis, this is what I mentioned, that guys, gold is likely to be bullish and has done that. If you haven't watched my weekly forex forecast, then I recommend you to watch that as well, so that you can connect the dots to understand how the market in fact moving in the real time. Now what happened is that gold created this massive bullish move to the upside last week during the NFP, followed by a liquidity grab from the support, and then we saw that again gold has gone up to the upside today. Now I'm expecting a pullback to see another entry opportunity on gold. Now bigger picture, looking at the monthly, we can see that the price is going up for deeper pullback. If you look at the monthly perspective from longer term, we saw that from this monthly resistance, this is a long-term monthly liquidity zone, and with that liquidity grab on the monthly, gold has created this long monthly bearish candle. Now with that monthly bearish candle, what we saw that gold created another monthly middleman last month, followed by we saw that this month so far, after a little test, gold has started to move to the upside. Now with that movement, what I think that we could see a bit more deeper pullback. It might take gold to the monthly resistance, and from that zone you could see again gold coming back down. Now looking at the weekly perspective, previous week we saw that gold has formed this narrower doji. Now with that narrow doji, what we have seen that we have seen that gold has formed this candlestick pattern. Now if we look at bigger picture, what we see that gold from the bigger picture perspective, gold started to from the weekly perspective, we saw that gold has moved to the upside. Now if we look at this market here on from the weekly perspective, we saw the price already has broken the resistance level. Now if you closely look at, the price already tested the weekly support level here. Now with that weekly support level retest, what we see that gold has moved towards the upside. I think that as the gold already has broken the resistance level, we could see that gold is going up to test this long-term resistance. And you know what I think, as already the price started to create this bullish move, we can expect further movement. Now we need to wait for an entry on the lower time frame. And what I think that, guys, if you look at the 1 hour chart, already we saw this, a strong liquidity grab, and from this liquidity grab, gold has created this move to the upside. And with that movement, what we can expect now to come down for a deeper pullback, and then we can expect for the gold to start another bullish move towards the upside. So let's see. Let me know, guys, on the live chat how you are doing. Let me see that how, what other, like in that zone. Now you can see from the 4-hour perspective, the price already above the resistance zone, and we see this pullback. Let's see where we can find entry opportunity. So going back to the very lower time frame on the 15 minutes chart, what we see that from the 15 minutes perspective, the price is almost crossing this 20 EMA. This is a very important area of value. Now from that level on the lower time frame, it's consolidating. Any kind of drop will give us an entry opportunity on gold. So let's see how it does. In the meantime, guys, let me know how you guys are doing on the live chat, and then we'll discuss more on that. So from the 15 minutes perspective, we saw that there has been significant bullish move. From this level, massive move has come back down for a correction. There has been another move. The price now in a sideway. I'll wait for another liquidity grab, and then we'll look for bullish trading opportunity in this market. So let me know, guys, how you are doing on your trading journey. Good evening, coach. Thank you very much. Good evening. Hello, Kakulan. Thank you very much. Hi, coach. Thank you very much. Thanks for that. Shadi, how are you, Shadi? Basil, hi dear. Thank you very much, Basil. Shadi, you have been great motivation. Thank you very much, Shadi. Always appreciate it. Morning, coach. Hello, sir. How are you? Just to mention, you could make stream ultra low latency because it's 20-second late. So by chance, you can make it ultra low, just for information. Thank you very much. I'll do that, and your feedback is really appreciated. So in my next stream, I'll do that, because I'm in the middle of the stream. Might be not a good idea to change at the moment. So but I really appreciate your feedback, and from next stream I'll make that setting right for you. Kennedy, thank you very much. Good afternoon. Gbp USD, yeah, absolutely. Thank you. Good afternoon, coach. Please check Gbp USD. Good afternoon, coach. Please AUD CAD. Thank you very much. Your view on Gbp USD, absolutely. AUD USD. Good evening, sir. Coach, can you explain what is liquidity gap, how to find it, graph? Carl, yes, absolutely. Liquidity gap is very important, and this is the most important criteria, one of the most important criteria that I look at when I look for trade. Liquidity, it's one of the secret that you learn ever if you pay attention. In fact, there's a famous scientist called Nikola Tesla. He said that if you want to know the secret of the universe, then think in terms of energy, frequency, and vibration. Similarly, if you want to know the secret of the market, then think in terms of market structure, liquidity, and price action. Now, you need, in fact, both of the combination, right? To develop a sound trading psychology, to have a sound technical knowledge in the market, to be a successful trader. If someone is in a low, let's say a trader in a low state of vibration, even having a very good understanding of the market might have a bad trade, is because of the bad trading psychology. So what Nikola Tesla said also needed to have a better trading psychology. We are going off the topic of trading, but sometimes it's important to know that we have heard of discipline about trading, right? Discipline is the key to become successful trader, no doubt about it. Okay, and that discipline comes from high vibrational state. Okay, everything we do contribute to our higher energetic frequency, higher energetic vibration. This is what Nikola Tesla said, that the universe that we live in, you see the bird we see that sing on the tree. Let's say a bird is singing on the tree. Who is guiding the bird? Sometimes you see that the bird travel from one country to the other country and come back to the same place again without any GPS or anything like that. How does this work? Because the bird has a direct communication with the universe. Everything is connected internally with the universe. So similarly, when a person has a very high state of vibration, they knows how the universe works. This is what the greatest scientists told, that if you want to know the secret of the universe, means that if you know how the universe works, internal mechanism, then you need to know how the energy works, how the vibration works, how the frequency works. You have heard of the 3-dimension, right? X, Y, Z, right? X axis, Y axis, if you know it very well. Z axis, right? Or Z axis to the upside. Let's say Y here, Y axis, and Z axis, right? This is a 3-dimension that we use. This is a 3-dimensional world. In this 3-dimension, we find a physical object, right? What is the 4th dimension? Do you know that there is another dimension? And that 4th dimension is the vibration. And the paradox here is that if you put an object and increase the value on the x-axis, the object will move towards the right. If you increase the z value, then it will move towards the upside. But if you increase the y value, then it will move that way. So you can visibly measure the change of these 3 axes because they are 3-dimensional. But the change in the 4th dimension, you cannot measure it, because any kind of change in the 4th dimension cannot be visibly, physically measured. And that's why something with a very high state of vibration, something with a very low state of vibration cannot change physically, do not change physical appearance. So because of that reason, it is sometimes very difficult to understand who is in a very high state of vibration, who is in a low state of vibration. But if you can increase that 4th dimension, you can change, you can create anything in your life. This is what the Nikola Tesla tried to explain, to think in terms of energy, frequency, and vibration, to understand the 4th dimension. Similarly, if you look at the market, you see that you can see all those physical candles, but you cannot see the liquidity. So the liquidity is the invisible part of the market. And to understand it, you just need a little bit of time. You see that today's trade on gold that we have opened early today, Yesterday we have opened this live trade on the New York session. Now if you hold that trade, this is what I try to explain. You can see you can easily gain 6.5 times or 5 times. This is our New York session trade yesterday. And today, before London session, we open another position on gold, and that has gone exactly to the TP target. Now what did I use on that trade is also the understanding of liquidity, market structure, and price action. Now this is the trade also sent out to VIPs as well. This is the third trade on gold this week. In 2 days we had 3 gold trade. All of them are winner, 100% winner. I want to see more coming up. Let's see how we can do that. Now if you want to be part of the trading community where we are trading and also learning, growing as a trader, also you can join us. There's a link in the description area. You can visit the website, join us to be part of the trading community, and also let me know any question that you have. There is a live agent always available to answer any question that you have. Let's move on. Good evening, sir. Thank you very much. I wanted to trade only gold but failed to grow account. You can do that. Just believe in yourself. It's not a, it's not a one-day job. Definitely you can do that. You have the ability. Love the daily session. Thank you very much. Adrian, how are you, coach? I'm good, thank you very much. It will become bearish after crossing that. There could be. Now we saw that from the daily perspective, gold has broken all this resistance line in a very important zone. I will see which way the market is heading, then we can look for an entry opportunity. Good evening, coach. Thank you very much, coach. Thank you. And great trades. Gold I made 2,350. Very good. That's awesome. Yeah, that's what I also did, that much. That's good. Very good. It's needed, for boosting the confidence, to have some good trade. Trading is like that. Sometimes you need that motivation to have some good trade. Yeah, absolutely. I do journal my trade, every detail, including how many pips, how many percentage, what trade, and I do analyze every trade, either winning or losing, to understand next time, to avoid or to reduce that, minimize that mistake if I made. Life is a lifelong learning. Trading, still I'm learning. Okay, I still learn. Sometimes from my students also I learn, and I'm humble to say that. This is how the things, fire. If you look at the fire, the more you will share, it will increase. Similarly, the knowledge also, the more you will share, it's gonna increase and increase. Eurusdjpy, thank you very much. Euro AUD, DXY is going down, gold should go up. Thank you very much. Yeah, that's what we see. That Gopi, good evening, coach. Any important range on 1909 to 1936, 1909 to 1936? Yeah, there is a big movement here. We'll look at that. Hi, coach. How long does gold need to go for us to enter long? We'll be looking at that. Thank you very much. So we looked at gold. Let me look at other pairs also. Tomorrow quite a few high impacts news coming up, and then we'll jump on gold again. Let me look at the Forex factory calendar. So if you look at the Forex factory to see what's getting volatile. Now tomorrow 12 p.m. NZD news coming up, okay, which is official cash rate, RBNZ rate statement. Very, very important news. Okay, so NZD getting very volatile. Definitely AUD coming up. Also RBA government Lewis speaks, and then 6 p.m. GBP and 10:30 p.m. USD CPI. So basically NZD, AUD, GBP, USD, all of them coming together, all of them getting volatile. So we'll be looking at now on NZD pairs and then AUD pairs. NZD USD, If we look at NZD USD, if we look at the monthly, what we can see that from the monthly perspective, this is the monthly price action on NZD USD. Now there is a previous month's a bullish candle, this month so far a gap opening, and then we saw another bullish move on NZD USD. Now with that bullish move so far, this is the monthly candle, right? If we look at bigger picture, it is showing that bullish move. Now if we look at the weekly, previous week a bullish candle so far. After breaking the weekly high, we saw that the market again coming down. Now there is one thing that we need to keep in mind is that from the weekly, the price was creating series of lower high in that resistance, and the price on the weekly resistance has broken the resistance, and then we saw that NZD USD after breaking this trying to break down. Now if you look at the daily, we can see that from the daily perspective, so far the price has crossed this daily resistance line, and with this cross of this daily resistance, the price grabbed liquidity, and then we saw that the price had a rejection again towards the downside. Now what we see that from daily perspective, NZD USD has broken the high, immediately rejected. Now from the daily, what we see that NZD USD is still maintaining series of higher low. So there is a two-way situation. On the weekly we saw on the resistance, and also from the daily creating series of higher low. Let's look at the 4 hour to see. Now as news coming tomorrow on NZD, what we see that if you look at this structure here, it's locally bullish, right? There is an impulse correction. I think that what NZD USD might do, it might break down, and then we could see that after grabbing liquidity again moving to the upside. So locally, what I think that NZD USD might come down for deeper drop, and then we might see that after grabbing liquidity from any of this support here, we might see that NZD USD after gathering liquidity, we might see that the price is moving towards the upside. So there is a very high probability for NZD USD after gathering liquidity to move towards the upside. Let's see how it does. We will be jumping on a trade as soon as we will find an entry opportunity on NZD USD and any other pair. So you see that NZD USD is showing potentially pull back to the downside and then bullish move. AUD NZD might get very volatile because of the news coming up in both of them. Now from the daily, we saw that this market trying to be bullish because of reason. If you look at the daily on AUD NZD, we can see that from the daily perspective, there is a strong vertical move on the daily, and then the price is trending to the downside. I think that AUD NZD, we could see that if during the news, if we see the prices come down again, giving us potentially bullish, we could see that the market again might be heading to the upside, but the trend locally is still bearish. So from 4 hour, it will depend really how the price action is evolving in that area. It might go up a little further. Okay, after grabbing liquidity, we could see that AUD NZD again coming back down based on how the price action doing. Will be looking to enter a position here. Thank you. Gold, sir. Yep. So I have done the IV transfer when I get access to the VIP. Yes, AK, any question? Let us know in the live chat. Absolutely. Thank you very much for your for joining here. That's really appreciated. All right, let's see on this one here on okay, so we see that gold had a sudden drop. Let's see if we can find an entry opportunity from this resistance line. Gold has come well below. Now coming to the this is the 1 hour chart. As let me see how it is doing. Okay, so with this movement, if you look at the daily on gold, what do you see? That if you closely look at here on gold from the daily, there is a long wick at the bottom. This is the daily long wick. Now this daily long wick has not been tested properly. Okay, now if we look at the 4 hour, we can see that from the lower time frame on gold, there is a probability now for deeper drop. The reason is, if you look at this long wick here on the 4 hour, this zone has not been tested. Okay, because gold was moving in this channel to the upside. Now the price has reached the resistance level, and we could see that the market again coming back to this daily support level. If it drops back here with an impulse, we will look for again buying opportunity. Now from the 1 hour, you can see there is a strong zone here, has not been tested. It is very possible for gold to come back to the support level again before moving to the upside. So let's see how it does. We had quite a few trades. This is the third trade in a row on gold early today. Now let me tell you why did I open this trade, guys, so that you know exactly what do I look at. Now yesterday's trade you have seen from here in our New York session. Now later, when pre-London session, there was another opportunity that I have seen on gold with this back-to-back quite a few 1 hour liquidity gap. This is what I was talking about, guys. As yesterday gold grabbed liquidity from here, created this move and consolidated in that area, there is another bounce. We saw that in that area the price grabbed liquidity multiple times from this bullish candle. If you look at the 4 hour, this is a shooting star, perfect bullish setup, and from that zone exactly I was watching the price action. So I know that you guys need a trade. I was not on live, but as soon as I have opened the position, also I have sent out to VIPs, and we secured 2 times profit on this one, third trade on gold. And you know, any trade coming along the way, again I will be looking to enter. This is how trading is, you know, always making the bigger profit, smaller loss, and looking for the opportunity, waiting patiently. Now if you want to also, or you know, see all the trades that I'm trading, you can join us. There's a link in the description, there's a link at the top of the chat. Visit the website and then click join now button if you want to trade gold, euro, dollar, and Gbpusd with us. And also you will be learning all the strategy that I am using, including this tool that I am using. This is our TF strategy indicator. This is one of my favorite trading strategy that I use, trend following. Now this is the key secret of every professional profitable trader uses, trading with the trend. Now the strategy that I use has a specific rules. It is important that, guys, when you trade, you must trade based on strategies. Trading without a strategy is like a gambling, and over the long time you will never be profitable. If you want to know more about the strategy, also you can learn everything from your dashboard. If you are our member lifetime, you can go to the student dashboard, click join now button, and then you will be able to join in your student dashboard. If you are already member, you can find all the strategies. If you are not, then I will recommend you to join today. Link in the description and also link at the top of the chat. Now let's see what next opportunity we have on gold from 15 minutes. After breaking this low, let me see what it is trying to do. It's coming down for retest. If we look at the 1 hour chart in 15 minutes, Okay, we saw that there is a head and shoulder here, and then break. But what I think that we might see, let's see if it is trying to drop to this support level again, or we could see again starting a bullish journey. Okay, as soon as we will find an entry, definitely we will be looking to enter. I think that we might see that drop for short term. If we see that the price grab liquidity from the top, then we'll look for entry to the downside for short term sell. So in these 5 minutes, there is already, here is a liquidity grab. So you saw multiple times the price grab liquidity from here. So possible movement. It's crucial to see you see that movement. So for short term perspective, we might see that gold coming down. Let's see how far it drops, as it's already below this support level. Right, any movement coming, any trade coming along the way, definitely will be opening the position. So we saw that long bearish candle. Let's see how it does. As tomorrow AUD and NZD news coming up, gold might get very volatile. Look at the daily. The price already above the daily 20 EMA, but I think that highly likely we could see a test of this. You see, this is the lower part of the daily long week. Yesterday's doji on the daily, the price did not test this level here. So if we take 50% of this, there is an imbalance here, and I think that gold might come down to test this level. It depends on how this candle is closing, so it is important to see how the market is evolving. And so if lower time frame price action is also very important. Let me see on the 5 minutes. It already triggered this liquidity zone. Let's see how it is evolving. Patient is the key, guys. Keep in mind that be patient always for the best trade, and this is how we can avoid over trading by being patient. Okay, over trading sometime will ruin your trading account. And in the meantime, if you are looking for a regulated broker, our recommended broker is EverTrade. You can join EverTrade using our link in the description, and also I'm giving a link in the live chat, so you can use that link. Click the link and then register for free. Start trading with a regulated broker. For those who already registered, I would recommend you to start with a smaller account. Probably even with $100 account you can start trading, and EverTrade is a no commission broker, so any capital that you start trading will be in your in a safe hand, and any capital that you trade you can withdraw, deposit as you wish. So let me see. So from the 15 minutes There's a doji. Probably missed that sell opportunity. I think it will drop further. Now if it goes up, break this high, right, grabbing liquidity, then you can look for an entry to the downside. It is important. So let me know, guys, how are you doing? Thank you. Any position in UJ? I will be looking at that UJ. So tell about GBP USD. Yeah, absolutely, we'll be looking at that. So let's look at EJ, UJ, USDJPY and GBP JPY. Now USDJPY, looking at, okay, so USDJPY, I was posting analysis early today. This is what exactly I mentioned, that USDJPY might be getting a bit more volatile because the price on a very crucial level, on an important level of the price on the daily support level, this daily doji, I think there is a downside possible. I think dollar yen might, it's already tested this low, this daily doji here. This week on the daily is a very crucial level. There is a huge liquidity here. I think the dollar yen might break this low, and then we could see that bullish move. Let's see first of all how the rejection coming. It will depend on the rejection type. I think dollar yen very soon might turn to a bull market because it's a long-term bullish. If we look at the weekly, already we see that dollar yen has come well below, deleting all of them to see. Now looking at the monthly, first of all, dollar yen from this monthly resistance had a massive drop, and I think because it has a drop significantly to the downside, I think dollar yen might come a little down. It might come back to this monthly opening and closing. If you look at the weekly, we can see that from the weekly perspective also dollar yen is coming to this level. All right, this is the weekly, trend line where you see dollar yen respecting this level, and from that level we can expect dollar yen to move. Now if we look at the daily, now this is the daily chart, I think dollar yen, anytime we could see that bullish move coming on dollar yen. Okay, there is a it's coming to a very important liquidity zone, and from the 4-hour we can see slowly forming a narrow doji. Let me see where we can find. So this doji is closing, still there is a rejection. I would really happy to open buy from this support. Let me see. This is also already an important level, but I think that let's see how this candle is closing. We need a very strong rejection, then we can look for entry. But I think that dollar yen might, the sellers might try to another attempt to sell, but if it breaks this low, it might consolidate here. Okay, it might not go straight away like that, but you could see the market might be consolidating here, and with that consolidation you could see the dollar yen one candle might come down and penetrate this support level, and this is where I will be looking for an entry, because this is where the biggest move have happened, and below this there is liquidity. This is what I tell you guys, that seeing the unseen is very important. Even if if you want to manifest anything in your life, not only in trading, as a trader or any kind of as a human being, that you need to be able to see the unseen. This is the biggest crisis in this world now. People only believe what they see, okay? Only relying on the seen, that will make you completely, what I can say, that is very, very, this is called the fully materialistic view, is relying on what we see, but there is always something beyond that we cannot see, and very few people are able to see the unseen. Now, how, you might say, okay, how do I know, how do I see the unseen? You can see the unseen by you in your imagination, and when you see that we all create our life, how we live, via imagination. You might say, okay, I'm not imagining that the life that I'm living, I don't like it, I wanna live this way, I wanna live that way. But what we do is we pay attention to the things that we don't want. And interestingly, the universe or reality or whatever name you wanna say will give you exactly what you want. Now you might say, okay, I didn't want that, then it will give you exactly what you don't want. Whatever you want to pay attention, you'll get it. The problem here is that majority of us, we don't know what we want, but we know very well what we don't want. And if you know clearly what you know clearly, you'll get it. So if you don't know clearly what you want, but you know exactly what you don't want, then you end up getting what you don't want. For example, if I know that I don't like a job, that I don't want this job, now if I don't know what I want instead, then I'm gonna get that over and over again. For example, I don't want this job, I don't like it, so I quit, and then I'll end up getting another one in the similar or worse than this, because I know what I don't want, but I don't know what I want, so I'm gonna get what I don't want. This is why we unconsciously create by imagining what we don't want. So deliberately we need to, program our mind for what we want specifically. If you ask 100 people, 98 people don't know exactly what they want. There is what I can say, a surface idea. For example, if I say that, okay, I want to be successful, it's not the specific way to know what you want. You need to know exactly what you want out of life with a specific time period, and then you need to take smaller chunk of actions towards it, and then you can manifest anything in your life, no doubt about it. Similarly, if you look at the chart, then see there is a liquidity here. This is the unseen part of the trading that you need to look at. Why there is a liquidity? When this movement has happened in that way, okay, what you see that the market was creating, there is a movement happen, right? How does this movement happen? There was a huge buying happen, and all the stop loss is here, and this zone is a liquidity zone. And this is why, if you go back to gold trade, why did we open yesterday's live trade on New York session and became massive winning trade in this live session? You have seen, this is why you see this below this level. This is the NFP candle, and with this NFP candle there is a huge buying happen, and below this level there is a huge liquidity, and exactly when this liquidity trigger, this move has happened. You see that. Okay, once you know that, it becomes much easier for you to understand how the market moves. So let's go back to dollar yen, and then we'll come back to gold again. Now if you look at the dollar yen, we can see that it's now slowly trying to create, a bit more upside, but it's still, I think, they're not ready. We need to see at least this liquidity zone is triggered, and then we look for buying opportunity on dollar yen. All right, so okay, so let's look at quickly on dollar CAD. We see the dollar getting a little bit of stronger with dollar CAD also. Looking at the weekly, and monthly, daily. So far, after dropping here, dollar CAD is trying to get stronger a little bit. Let me see. Okay, so dollar CAD, you see the same thing here. It's still not triggered, but this is a very liquid, very high liquidity zone, and from that zone prices, I think we could see another attempt on dollar CAD if it breaks this liquidity zone, and then we can expect it to go bullish. So let's keep that eye on this one. Let me see the GJ looks like it's still bearish. Look at the daily. Now from the daily perspective, if we look at weekly and monthly as well, we see the Gbpusd is a long-term bullish market. From here, this is the impulse to the upside on Gbpusd. Now with this impulse, the price has created this massive move to the resistance level. Now this is where we can see that GJ in that zone. Now if we look at the weekly, what we see that from the weekly perspective, this is weekly move. I think GJ might come a bit down, a bit deeper drop, because this market, if you look at the bigger picture, already on a resistance zone, and it might come down for a deeper pullback for this massive move. Looks like that it might come down for deeper pullback. Now from the daily, already we saw this movement across the daily 20 EMA. I think GJ might break this swing low, or from that level we might see that this market might be ranging here before dropping further. Okay, because on a resistance it might be ranging, so it's already had a sharp drop. If it drops further like with the dollar yen, we might see that bullish move from lower time frame perspective. So in this 4 hours, still I think that GJ might drop further, and if it breaks this low, this is where the liquidity that we are talking about, below this level, we might see that potentially bullish trading setup. So let's see how it goes. Okay, let me go back to gold again to see how it is doing. Now you see that gold, okay, so there is a 5 minutes doji. See, this is forming a bullish or again another drop. Let me see how the market is evolving. This one also has broken the swing low, so there is a liquidity from both sides. It is sometimes you might get a little bit of confused, because sometimes you would see that the market is grabbing liquidity from both sides. Okay, now here the key points to remember is that to know in fact which way the market is gathering liquidity, and if you clearly know that it's gathering liquidity from the direction of the trend, this is where you can find very high probability trade setup. Now you can see it has broken this swing low here, so it gathered liquidity from the support here, and also little bit of liquidity from the top, but this side is stronger than this side because the trend is to the upside. I think we might see another attempt from the buyers. We still need to look at, always trading with the trend is the best practice. Even if you are if you're wrong in your attempt, still due to the direction of the trend, you will be majority of the time you'll trade in the right direction. Okay, let's see. Still not fully ready. We might see that that's some bullish move, but let's see, or we could see further break. So two probable scenarios still here. Once you see that possible price action confirmation, we can look for, you can see this is 1 hour candle, has a long wick at the bottom, right? Now there is a probability for, after testing this level, to come down again to fill that long wick on the 1 hour, or we could see again continuation to the upside. So it's two-way situation. So once you see a very clear confirmation, then you can look for an entry. Let's keep that eye. Thank you for Zofia, dollar yen. Yeah, we'll be looking at that. Thank you very much. AUD CHF, Pipanda, thank you very much. Gilbert, boss, do you believe NAS100 will start turning at the current level? We will be looking at that. I think Gbpusd might turn very soon. Gold, yeah, boss, dollar yen looks great, it might start to turn. Yeah, we'll be looking at that. Thumbs up, thank you very much. Mohanad, US30, yeah, we'll be looking at that. What about this? Yeah, so I'm new user on your channel, please analyze to gold. And Munib, thank you very much, you're welcome. I'm sure that you will enjoy here. Make sure everybody, guys, give a big thumbs up and also subscribe to the channel. Every weekend also I post a lot of content, including every single day analysis, as well as some educational content that will change the way you trade. Now this weekend I will be discussing about the gap opening. Okay, there is a very important thing to look at. The gap up, gap down will give you a very good idea of how the market is going to move. So make sure you give a big thumbs up and also subscribe to the channel. I will pause for 2 seconds. Everyone have time to do these two things. Press the subscribe button and then press the like button, press the bell notification. Thank you very much for your support. I'm good at spotting trend in higher time frame but not able to execute correctly in lower time frame for entry. Okay, KK, we will be discussing that. Thank you for mentioning that. It's not only you, everyone in the beginning get confused. I also got confused. I'll discuss how I remove that confusion. Settle about Gbpusd, absolutely. Okay, so we'll be looking at some JPY pairs as well as US30 and GBP. Let me see in the meantime. Gold, I think this one might again push high, right? It's forming here another reversal. Looks like that because it's triggered liquidity here, but let me see, it's not a very strong movement. Okay, so while gold is preparing for movement, let's look at dollar yen. looking at the 4 hour. Okay, so dollar yen, I think that is still not prepared for bullish, because still you can see that the candles is still down, is still creating series of lower high and lower low. Normally reversal candle is very identical. Look at this one here. You see a very strong bullish move with a long wick at the top. And when you see in the past, when the market come like that, and when it reverse, it normally, you see that with a very sharp rejection, you know, normally this kind of reversal, you see this one also not a reversal, but this one is reversal. Why? Because if you see that, let's say like this, dropping, and one candle like this break this trend line, okay, and then you see that strong rejection with a healthy body, that is where you'll see the market will reverse. So look for that trend line. See this one here, you see this is the trend line, and one candle has broken that trend line completely and then immediately rejected with a healthy rejection. So you'll see that all the time. Reversal candle very identical. See this one here, will break the trend line and then will go on up. Okay, you see, let me show you a couple of like that. See this one here, right, will break the trend line well below and then immediately rejected with a healthy rejection. Now if you look at this current candle here on dollar yen, you see that it's not there yet, not up to the mark. Now look at this rejection. You see this is still, the sellers are in control in the market. This is always what is happening on the other side of the market, what the buyers and sellers are doing. And there is, it might either move like this, doing a sideway, or you could see a further drop coming to this liquidity zone, and then you'll see that when it will reject, you will be able to spot it very easily. So dollar yen is still not ready for a bullish. NZD-JPY, I think all the JPY doing the same thing, but NZD-JPY has come well below this level. Anytime we could see all those JPY pairs turning around. As tomorrow NZD news coming, I think that very soon NZD-JPY might be a very good pair for a bullish. Okay, because if you look at the 8-year perspective, you know that 8-year average true range is a very good measure of potential movement in the market. Keep in mind that there are some symptoms of false breakout or reversal. One of them is a very good indicator is 8-year. So when you see, let's say, any price action, any candle hit an important level more than 2 ATR, in majority of the time you will see that it's a reversal call. Okay, for example, if you see a level of resistance, an important level of resistance, candle was coming like this, like this, like this. Okay, so all those candle has formed a ATR. For example, if ATR is 14 or in any value, and then you saw a candle hit that important level with more than 2 ATR. For example, if ATR is 14 pip, then if this candle value is more than 28 pip, that's the very high probability that this market will reverse. So that's why when you see a market is overextended and suddenly dropping dramatically is the sign of reversal. Now NZD-JPY is now below this level and it's against the trend. At any point we could see that this market might reverse, especially if this daily candle is closing as a full body red like that, and then you'll see tomorrow will come a little bit and then we'll immediately reject. So we'll try to find that entry for bigger trade as soon as we will find that. Okay guys, let's see how it goes. Let me know if you have any question. Also, if you want to, because you know, if any trade coming outside live, I also share all of them with the VIPs. This is the gold trade, that today's trade or today's trade is this one on gold, and with entry, stop loss and take profit target. This is the third trade from since yesterday in Forex Trading Wizard Academy. And if you are our member, you'll be able to access all of them, including all the trading tools that I am using. I will invite you to join us. There's a link in the description and also link at the top of the chat. Click the link and then visit the website. Then join us to be part of the trading community. Once you are our lifetime member, you will be able to access all the tools that I have, all the strategy that I'm using, all the trade I'm opening, and also you'll be part of a VIP chat group where all the VIP traders trading together. You'll have an environment to share with your ideas as well. So link in the description, or you can visit the website. I can give you the website address. This is the website of Forex Trading Wizard Academy. So once you are here, click join now button or click here to join, and then you will be able to access everything that we have. Thank you for your consideration, and let's look at what we have else next. So NZD-JPY and all the JPY pairs, so you see that potentially still downside, and any point we could see that reversal. Now going back to gold to see what it is doing. Now you see that from lower time frame. Now if we see very strong liquidity from support, we can look for entry on gold to the upside. See, still the bulls are still not strong enough. Okay, so let's see. First we need to be sure about the directional bias, then we can look for entry. Now this 5 minutes chart, support and resistance. Now there is still a very high probability also for downside, as if you look at the daily, there is an imbalance here as well. So depending on, until we make sure that it's going in the direction, we will not be entering. Once we find an entry, we'll be looking to enter. So with this dodgy, So from 15 minutes we saw that back to back two dodges, series of lower high. So still the directional bias is not fully clear, so let's see what it is trying to do, and then we'll be looking to enter. Thank you very much. So tell about Gbpusd. Yeah, we'll be looking at that. Maharad, hello coach, can you explain what you mean by saying it is not being tested and those regions should be tested? Very good question, very good point. We'll be discussing that. Okay, we'll be discussing that. Like, very good point. So do you believe in counting candles method to enter entry? Look, there is a lot of ways trader trade. There are millions of strategies, millions of way. Counting candle could be beneficial in terms of that's what I talked about, the ATR. So basically, if you see that in one direction the market is moving with a very high speed, at some point you might see that the market got tired or overextended and will reverse. But it depends on, our brain is very smart in understanding pattern. Let's say someone found a way to do that, it might work. Because the interesting thing in trading, is that this is why the strategy comes in place. If I tell you something, for example, if I show you that liquidity candle and all of a sudden you pay attention to it, you pay attention, and then you started to look at the chart and you start to see all the liquidity candle that you didn't saw before, and you'll see only that, and you'll see that everything else you are mind ignoring. This is how the attention works. For example, if I show you that pin bar, I would say that, okay, on a resistance there is a pin bar, and then you'll see the market will drop. And once you pay attention to it, you all of a sudden start to see all the pin bar on the chart where the market has moved from that place. And you see that you only see that pin bar, and you start to trade that, and you start to ignore all other information on the chart. So that's why our brain is very smart. Some trader, you'll see that will spot something that maybe other didn't see it before. So that's why there are many ways to look at, but the best way is to find specific strategy, and then that's why the back testing come in place. Any strategy, if I tell you now, you will forget tomorrow. Very normal. When you do the back testing or watch the back testing session, then you started to program your rewire your brain to see those candles or those strategy, those trades on the chart, and then you start to take it. That's why it's very handy to have a strategy. And that's why I back tested all my strategies, so that those who are trading, they know that in the real chart how it looks like, how to find those trade on the chart. Good morning, thank you. Hello coach, I'm currently using Gbpusd long. What do you think? Okay, so Gbpusd, we'll be looking at that. I'm a new subscriber to your channel. What concept you sir? Tejas, you are welcome, and thanks for subscribing. Really appreciate your support to the channel. The concept that I use is called three important concept: market structure, liquidity, and price action. These are the three very important technical aspect that I use to find trades, along with the fundamental aspect that I use is the news schedule that I use to relate with the price action that I sometimes discuss. We'll be discussing more in the upcoming times. Thank you. Gold going up now. Okay, so gold, I think that it's still consolidating here. Hello sir, I want to ask, how can I subscribe to VIP Telegram channel? When this, yeah, absolutely, you can do that. The only thing that you need to do, just visit the website, link in the description area or link at the top of the chat, or you can just go to this website. This is our academy website, www.forextradingwizard.com. You can find the link below this video or at the top of the chat. And once on the website, click join now button, not the login when you are on the member. So click join now button or click here to join, and you will be able to join Forex Trading Wizard Academy. Thank you very much for consideration, and let me know any question that you have. Hi coach, I'm facing some psychological issue whenever my trade is on negative side. Very common. I will want to recover to break even, but when every trade is on the positive side, I'm closing very soon. Look, Vishwant, I think that's a very common. Not only you, everyone in the beginning. I'll tell you what's the issue is that, for example, we open a 3 position, okay, and you see that one position has gone to the positive side, you feel very well, and then the other position has gone to the negative side or on the drawdown, and very discomfortable. I know that. And maybe second position also going to the negative side, and both of them hit the stop loss. Now one trade is running which is in positive, okay. Now once this trade has come down a little bit, then we close it with little profit, okay. Let's say these 2 trade will stop loss $100 each, okay. Now this trade probably close at $50, but if you could run this trade, it would give you $500. Now this is the question, that why this happened is because of the emotion, which is very common in trading. And emotion is what I call the emotion of fear. The reason we close early trade is because of the emotion of fear. Now emotion is a very common in trading. Now how does emotion of fear let us to close early? Is because we had let's say 1 or 2 trade losing, we had a emotional trigger because of this, and now we fear that the one that already have in positive, we might lose that part of also, and that's why we close early. Now as a human being, you cannot get rid of emotion. In fact, it's not a good idea to try to get rid of emotion, because emotion is needed as a human being for trading and everything. So then how you can overcome that is by giving yourself some time, okay. See, every trader who is the best in the world also go through the same cycle, because it's in fact at the end of the day your hard-earned money, right? When it goes up and down, it trigger emotion. That's very normal. Now some other ways you can eliminate, you can reduce that, is by having faith, okay. This is what I found, that only effective way to eliminate. Having faith means, for example, let's say you have a strategy, all right, you know that if you buy from here, the price has gone up, has come down, hit you to stop loss, and then you bought again, has gone up, has come down to the stop loss, but still you are very confident that the next trade might go up and give you 4 times profit on it or 5 times profit on it. This is the faith. Now to gain that, what I would recommend is, one of the easiest way is to take some demo trade if you have some time. Okay, demo trade, like random trade. How does it work? For example, even if you are using a free trading view version, what you can do, go to the daily chart and go back in time, let's say like this, go back in time like that. Okay, and then replay the chart like this without looking at the chart. Now if you do like that, you don't know, let's say here, you don't know where you are in 2021, you know that, but you don't know that from here either the price has gone up or gone down because you are replaying the chart. So take a trade with one strategy. Find a strategy. For example, if I have a strategy that tells me to buy from here, I'm gonna buy here, my stop loss below this low, and then I will target, let's say 3 to 1, and then I'm gonna replay the chart. Now it's gone the other direction, right? Now record that on a spreadsheet. Okay, record that 1% gone. Now again, find another trade. Okay, like this. Let's say for example, you found here as an example, you're gonna buy here or sell based on your strategy, and now target 3 to 1 again, and then run the trade. Okay, and like this. Okay, keep trading. Now after taking a lot of trade, for example, keep replaying the chart. Now you saw from here there is a bullish candle, so you go long from here, stop loss below this low, again take 3 to 1, and now replay the chart. Now you saw that this trade has gone up, has given you 3 times profit, right? Now this is a 3% gain. Before you lose 2%, you are still 1% up. Now once you do, let's say 10 trade, 20 trade, 30 trades, you gain faith and confidence on your strategy. Then you know that, okay, I did the risk management, 1% risk, I took the trade. Now I know that after I take this kind of trade, 20 trades, I'm gonna be profitable, no doubt about it. Then the tendency to close early will start to reduce, and that will really helpful. And that's why it is very important to have a strategy. And all the strategy also we are teaching in our students also comes with back tested results. If you joining our lifetime member or in our academy, then you can see that strategy. That will be also helpful to you. If you want to do that, you can consider it. And I would say that it's not a it's not a one-day job. You need a little bit of time. The only thing here is that don't quit, stick to the game, and definitely you're gonna make it happen, no doubt about it. Okay, as long as you are not quitting, you are a winner. So let's see what's happening here on this one, what it's trying to do from 5 minutes, from 15 minutes. Okay, so okay, we'll be going long on gold from here, stop loss below this low, TP target 221. All right, and I will be also sending the same trade to VIPs. I'll explain later why I have opened this trade. Keep in mind, guys, everything here only for educational purpose. Anything can happen. Is trading. Anytime the price can come back down and hit the stop loss, which just happens sometime. All right, so I will explain why I have opened this trade. This is the fourth trade. Let's see how it goes. I'm expecting it to hit the profit target. All right, it's gone to the TP. It's gone to the upside, and once you see that the price has gone to the profit, we'll be closing some of the profit and then moving the stop loss at entry. Guys, so you see that the market is trying to create that bullish move. Okay, if we unless it's breaking down. Couldn't enter because of the timing. All right, so let's see, guys. I'm expecting it to break to the upside. The way that I see the price action, possible bullish move, anything can happen. But if it breaks to the upside, at least if it reach to the zone 50%, this is a 221, then we will be moving the stop loss, closing half position, the other half will keep running. Now from the 4-hour perspective, I think that gold might, the bulls might try to break the high again, as we see that this is a long-term bull market, and from the 15 minutes we saw that a bullish candle has formed, and from the 5 minutes as well. Let's see, now I want to see that this candle, so if it managed to stay there, then we'll be able to see that movement. So this 55 minutes candle is crucial. I want to see this one is closing as a kind of middleman. That will give a momentum to the upside. If the price break this high, goes to the upside, we'll move the stop loss here. Okay, so the possibility so far, I see that potentially bullish. As I mentioned, this form as a middleman, and with that middleman we can expect for the price to break to the upside. Let's see. From the 15 minutes, okay, there is a possibility, unless this is going to be liquidity gap. Let me see. Okay, still Now it's very important to see how the price is interacting. Now let me see. This is now that's crucial part. Okay, if this 5 minutes is closing as a narrow doji, we can expect it to break to the upside, which is still a probability. All right, looks like that. You know, this 5 minutes candle also is a, we can say, liquidity candle. Okay, so this 5 minutes is forming potentially bullish candle. Let's see if this one is forming as a bullish doji or bullish move to the upside. That can give us, you know, confidence for potential upside movement. And if it managed to break the high, we'll bring the stop loss here below this 5 minutes candle. First I want to see that it's in fact closing as a bullish pin bar or bullish candle. Right, and it's just important to see how this one is closing. Now from 15 minutes chart, it is very important candle. Let's keep that on. Okay, let's see if it is a liquidity gap. I'm still on a trade. This might be a liquidity gap. Let's go. Still on a trade. Still not there. So there, I'm still on a trade. Okay, this might be. I'm stopped out. That's a massive breakdown. Didn't work out. It has gone up again. Where did it come? Okay. It's ridiculous. It's now pushing high again. It might move up again now start gathering liquidity. Let me see. As I told you, it's now pushing high. Anyone is still on the trade? I think it might move up again. Just come down for liquidity grab. Okay, so I think, yeah, that's moving up again. Okay, I don't know, I have 3 accounts, 2 running, 1 stopped out because of the spread variation. So let's see. Okay, I'm still on in 2, 1 gone, the other 2 is running. Yeah, so depends on yeah, it depends on the brokerage. That's what I was telling. So if it breaks to the upside, it might goes up. Okay, that looks like that it was a pure liquidity gap. Let me see if it managed to break to the upside again, then we can might enter again. Let me see how it does first. Let me see. Might. It might move. Let me see. So sharp. It's 15 minutes candle is a so it might break towards the downside. Okay, the truth is that the way I see is possibility to break to the downside. Okay, so I got out all of them. So it's out. It might break towards the downside. Liquidity gap from the top from this 20 EMA. Yeah, stopped out. Let me see if we can find another entry. Might drop. Okay, it might come down to okay, so the 15 minutes candle is a bearish candle. All right, so let me see first of all what it is trying to do. If it is in another trap. Okay, this is a very complicated situation. It might be a trap. So this one, if we look at, it's a long-term bullish, so the bias is still to the upside. Really put the stop loss too early. Should I put it here? Let me see. I think that we might see again so it's going, it just came down for liquidity grab. All right. Anyone is still running the trade? Very interesting. Now it's okay. I hope that you can hear me. Okay, we see that basically you see that it just has come down for a deeper liquidity grab. I think the way it's formed a double bottom here, so it's gone to the profit zone again if you are still on the trade, and looks like that okay, let me see on the 15 minutes. This is a complete liquidity grab, okay, and that is gonna go up now. Okay, I will be entering again with stop loss below this low TP target. It might be a bit low risk to reward. All right, so I'll keep bigger TP target on this one, and from 15 minutes, yeah, this is a liquidity gap here, 1 hour. Okay, let me repeat that again. Let me see. Okay, so it looks like that it's gonna move to the upside again. But let me see. First let it break to the upside. From 30 minutes perspective, looks like you can see this 30 minutes perspective, it's a very strongly bullish. 15 minutes bullish, 5 minutes there is a double bottom. Okay, and with the double bottom structure created, now it is important to see what it is trying to do here. Let's see if it breaks again. Okay, if it breaks again, that will make this price drop, but I think that we'll see that breaking to the upside from bigger picture, as it has formed this double bottom. You can see multiple liquidity gap, and look at bigger picture. Now the only thing here is that from the daily, this market overextended to the upside. Not yet, Zofia. I was planning to enter, but not yet. Okay, so from 5 minutes. Yeah, very good, Gilberto. Thank you very much. Okay, I think USDJPY had a bounce, in fact, from that place that we discussed. Okay, so you see that JPY, NZDJPY, and USDJPY, they are overextended now, and the price now slowly trying to rebound. So JPY pairs are, after coming to the support level, they are now bouncing off. We'll be looking at that. First, let me see that gold, what it is trying to do here. Okay, if gold again gather liquidity, another liquidity from the support, then we will be going long again. Looks to me that preparing for thank you, Stefan. So there is a probability. Yeah, there is a probability for breaking to the upside, as the long-term trend is bullish. I want to see that the price has crossed this dodgy's low, you know, breaking this low and then closing above. If you look at the 30 minutes, then we saw this candle, in fact, so 30 minutes candle is closing as a bullish pin bar. Okay, now with that candle close, we might see a bit more downside for this, you know, timing of this dodgy. I think that afterwards we should be able to see that bullish move again. And guys, let me know in the live chat. In the meantime, guys, if you are looking for, I need a mobile phone or laptop or yeah, absolutely. You need a laptop or PC for trading. Definitely on robot. Thank you very much, Bio. So if you are looking for a regulated broker, our recommended broker is EverTrade. You can join EverTrade using our link. There's a link in the description and also link at the top of the chat, so you can click the link. So it's regulated broker. So EverTrade regulated broker. Also, I have given a link in the live chat, guys. Click the link and then register for free. Start trading with a regulated broker. Once you trade with a regulated broker, your capital in the safe hand. So dollar yen had in fact a bounce that we discussed earlier from that level. So this market, what I think, the dollar yen and all the JPYs might slowly turn into a bull market, including GBP, JPY, also turning, looks to me the turning to a, you know, bullish market. CAD JPY and ZD also, because there is a news coming up tomorrow on NZD, and we might see that this market from 1 hour can see that, yeah, the price is overextended now. From the monthly, if we look at, it's overextended. From the weekly also, you see that below all the support level, and from the daily, well below the support. I think NZD JPY, all these JPY might slowly turn into a bull market. Okay, so there is a support here, also support here. Be looking at that. Let me see the gold. Now a candle close on the 4 hour on gold, and with that 4 hour candle close, 30 minutes also bullish from 5 minutes. So if you look at the 4 hour candle close, we can see that Shonil, okay, so you see that gold in fact has gone in the direction that we expected. All right, if you're running the trade, definitely you are in profit. Some of you probably I'm out. Let me see if we can find another entry. Okay, so from 4 hour, yeah, let's so it's from a double bottom from the liquidity zone and then has gone to the upside. Okay, let me see. So JPY pairs, I think NZD JPY. Look at, might be reversing from here. Let me see. Very strongly falling market. Let it grab liquidity properly from the support. Then we can look for potential entry. If you look at the daily, so the JPY as well. So all the JPY pairs, as discussed earlier, on dollar yen also you might see that they are reversing. Looking back to the gold, you know, from that place we entered gold. In fact, it has moved to the upside. So do you need to move on? Okay, dollar yen, it is going under 140. Let's see. Telegram. Okay, Shunil, I'm in profit on gold. Very good. Gilberto, why did gold have a bounce to the upside? So, okay, so Shunil, which Telegram? If you let me know, if it is a free Telegram channel link, should be opening. Let me know. Why did you have a bounce to the upside? Okay, so the gold had a bounce because it's a long-term trend is to the upside. Now from the 4 hour, it left a long wick here. Now it might come to test this long wick or might not come. Okay, now there is a probability for again to have bounce. Let me see. Sometimes get very confusing. You will see that the market will puzzle you. Let me see the GBP/USD. Now GBP/USD had made this significant movement since we started discuss yesterday. As with the strengthening of gold, also you see that GBP/USD still heading. Let me see all the USD pairs. I'll quickly skim through all of them, guys, to see. AUD NZD also looks like that we might see AUD getting stronger. CHF/JPY, I'm just looking at all of them. Euro looks a bit weaker, including euro dollar. Now euro dollar might come down further. I think if you look at the daily market, already overextended, we might see coming down for deeper pullback. I think euro dollar might break this swing low, and then we could see that again moving towards the upside. GBP AUD, and I think GBP-JPY might slowly turn to bullish. GBP NZD, and GBP was very stronger and NZD was weaker. Now including NZD JPY, I think that they will turn to be bullish. NZD USD has dropped well below. We look at the daily, might see that this market might be coming down for, I think we might see now slowly DXY getting a little bit of stronger. If the market sentiment changes, then we might see everything a little bit of in a reversal. So especially dollar yen getting stronger. Okay, so NASDAQ and US30. Okay, so from here what I see that there is a potential for JPY pair to be weaker, because JPY pair was very for a long time it was opposite, moving in the opposite direction of the trend. So let me see gold again, then we'll look for JPY pair again. Now this is the 5 minutes candle. Okay, so if we look at the overall picture on gold now from the daily, the price already, you can see on the daily, the price already has broken all this high. Now the buyers little bit hesitant to buy, and because of that, what we see that in fact gold, I think that slowly we might see some reversal in all of them as the sentiment little bit of changing. Okay, so in all of them we see that a little bit of reversal, with GBP JPY and dollar yen is also bouncing off. Now from 4 hour, gold has formed this candle which is a long wick at the bottom, and I think the sellers might try to fill that long wick, and that could lead gold to be either in a sideways. Okay, so not that much of impressive price action here now on gold, and I'll still keep watching for better price. I'll keep a special eye on JPY pairs. Looks to me that JPY pairs now getting reverse, as it has come to an important level of support, especially dollar yen, NZD JPY and GBP JPY, also AUD JPY, as AUD news coming tomorrow. They also dropped well below. Very high probability for also AUD JPY to reverse from here. Okay, it is aggressively, there's aggressive drop. So based on how the price action is forming, that we will be entering the position. And with that said, we had quite a few trades so far. We had 4 gold trades this week, 3 winner. Last one didn't work out. Some of you have, so I didn't had, and I want to have more in the upcoming session. If you want to join us to trade with us in Forex Trading Wizard Academy, you can join us. There is a link in the description and also a link at the top of the chat. As tomorrow AUD news coming, NZD, GBP, all of them might give us a very good trading opportunity. And thank you for being here, guys. It was really enjoyable trading with you. And if you want to support the channel, you can do many ways. One of the best ways also you get benefit from it is to use our trade using our link. They are regulated by SIC and FCA. So regulated broker, you get a good broker, and also you supporting the channel. Link in the description, and also I'm giving a link in the live chat for ever trade. So use that link, register for free, then start trading with a regulated broker. And with that said, I'll end this session. I'll come on live again twice tomorrow, as quite a few high impact news coming. You will see there's some surprising trade coming up, and I will be sending all of them to you guys. So make sure you stay connected and join the free Telegram channel also for all the updates that we have. With that said, thank you very much, and I'll see you tomorrow very soon.